Welcome to Wonder Tales, where magical stories spark young imaginations and teach life's most important lessons. Through enchanting adventures, we help children discover creativity, kindness, and inner strength. Each tale is crafted to inspire wonder, while gently guiding little ones toward emotional growth and self-discovery. Join us on journeys that transform bedtime into magical learning moments. Remember to like and subscribe to support our channel. Together, we'll explore worlds where every story holds a special lesson. In today's story, we meet Milo the mouse, who worries about everything, from tomorrow's weather to being brave enough for new adventures. Follow along as Milo discovers the Forest of Calm, where a wise tortoise named Terra teaches him the magic of breathing deeply and finding peace. This soothing tale will help children learn simple mindfulness techniques to feel calmer when worries grow too big. So settle in, take a deep breath, and let's begin Milo's journey to finding his mindful moments. In a tiny burrow beneath an old oak tree lived Milo the mouse. His whiskers twitched constantly with worry as morning sunlight crept through his window. What if it rains tomorrow? What if his friends think he's too small? What if he's never brave enough? These thoughts swirled like autumn leaves in his mind. Milo's heart raced as he scurried about, preparing for his day. The world outside seemed so loud, so fast, so full of things that could go wrong. Milo's feet carried him deeper into the woods than he'd ever ventured before. The familiar chirping of birds grew softer, replaced by a gentle whisper of leaves. His heart still raced from the day's worries. Would tomorrow's test be hard? Did his friends notice when he stumbled over his words? The trees seemed to lean in closer, their branches forming a natural archway ahead. As Milo stepped through the leafy entrance, the world transformed. The air felt different here, cooler against his cheeks, like a soft morning breeze. The usual forest sounds faded into a peaceful quiet, broken only by the distant trickle of water. Sunlight filtered through the canopy in golden streams, creating dancing patterns on the mossy ground. This glade felt special, almost magical. Milo turned in a slow circle, his eyes wide with wonder. Ancient trees stood like gentle giants, their roots creating natural seats covered in soft moss. A small pond reflected the sky like a mirror, its surface perfectly still. Despite the beauty surrounding him, his worries followed like shadows. What if he got lost? What if it got dark? He took a deep breath, curiosity battling with concern. In a quiet glen where sunlight danced through leaves, Milo discovered something wonderful. There, by a babbling stream, sat the most peaceful creature he had ever seen. Terra the tortoise had a shell that looked like gentle ripples on a calm pond. Her wise, ancient eyes sparkled with kindness as she noticed the little visitor approaching slowly through the soft grass. Terra's movements were slow and graceful, like clouds drifting across a summer sky. She could see the worry in Milo's eyes, the way his shoulders were tight with tension. With a warm, gentle voice that sounded like rustling leaves, she said, "Hello there, little one. You look like you could use a rest. Come, sit beside me here by the water." Milo felt something magical about this tortoise. Her presence was like a cozy blanket on a chilly day. As he sat down on the soft moss beside Terra, he noticed how the worries in his mind seemed to quiet down. The stream bubbled peacefully, birds sang sweetly overhead, and Terra's calm breathing created a rhythm that made everything feel okay. Terra's ancient eyes sparkled with wisdom as she spoke softly to Milo. "My dear child, the greatest treasure in this forest isn't something you can see or touch. It's the gift of stillness. When we pause and truly listen, the whole world opens up to us." Milo tilted his head curiously, his usual worries momentarily forgotten. "But Terra, how can being still be a gift? I'm always thinking about so many things." "Close your eyes, little one," Terra whispered gently. "Now, what do you hear?" At first, Milo heard only his own racing thoughts. But slowly, magical sounds emerged, water trickling over smooth stones nearby, leaves rustling like nature's whispers in the breeze, and birds singing their evening lullabies. Each sound was like a tiny friend, inviting him to notice the beautiful world around him. "The forest isn't quiet at all," Milo gasped with wonder. "Now breathe with me," Terra guided. "In through your nose, slowly, and out through your mouth." Milo copied Terra, feeling his chest rise and fall like gentle waves. With each breath out, imagine your worries floating away like dandelion seeds on the wind. For the first time ever, Milo felt his shoulders relax, his mind grow calm, and a warm, peaceful feeling spread through his whole body. "This feels nice," he whispered. Terra's wise eyes sparkled as she pointed to the sky above. "Look up, little Milo," she said softly. "See how the clouds drift by. Some are fluffy and white, others grey and heavy. Your feelings are just like those clouds. They come and they go, floating through your mind like visitors. Watch them pass without trying to catch them. Sometimes a worried cloud appears, sometimes a happy one. Each one is okay." Milo tilted his head back and noticed a small grey cloud. "That one looks sad," he whispered. Terra nodded gently. "Yes, and what happens to it?" "Watch," Milo observed as the cloud slowly drifted across the blue sky, changing shape, becoming lighter. "It's moving away," he said with wonder. "Just like your sad feelings will," Terra explained. "Notice them, name them kindly. Oh, there's worry, there's excitement, but don't hold on, let them float." As Milo practiced watching his feeling clouds, something magical happened. He began noticing other things too, the warmth of sunlight on his cheeks, the gentle breeze rustling leaves, a butterfly dancing near a flower. "When you let your feelings flow like clouds," Terra said, "you make room to see all the beauty around you and the calm that lives inside." Milo smiled, feeling lighter than he had in days. His worries were still there, but now they were just passing clouds. Terra smiled warmly at Milo and placed a gentle paw on a nearby tree trunk. "Feel the forest's heartbeat, little one," she said softly. Milo pressed his small hand against the rough bark and closed his eyes. He could sense something magical, a slow, steady rhythm that seemed to pulse through everything around him. The trees, the earth, even the air itself seemed to be breathing together in perfect harmony. "Now breathe with us," Terra encouraged, her voice as soothing as a lullaby. "In through your nose, hold for a moment, and out through your mouth." Milo followed her guidance, drawing in the sweet forest air. As he exhaled slowly, he noticed his shoulders dropping and his racing thoughts beginning to slow. The worried feelings that usually buzzed like busy bees in his tummy were growing quieter with each breath he took. With every breath, Milo felt himself becoming part of the forest's peaceful rhythm. The leaves above whispered encouragement, and the soft moss beneath his feet seemed to support him. "I feel lighter," he whispered in wonder. His anxious thoughts about tomorrow and what others might think floated away like dandelion seeds on a gentle breeze. In their place, a warm feeling of courage began to bloom in his heart. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind as calm as the gentle breeze, Milo looked up at Terra with sparkling eyes. "Thank you, Terra. Thank you for showing me how to breathe like the trees and feel like the earth." The wise tortoise smiled warmly, her ancient eyes twinkling with joy. "Remember, little one, these gifts of calmness are yours to keep forever." Milo nodded, feeling braver than he'd ever felt before. As Milo began his journey home, each step felt lighter than the last. The worries that once filled his mind like buzzing bees had transformed into gentle butterflies of awareness. He practiced his breathing, in through his nose, out through his mouth, just as Terra had taught him. The path seemed brighter now, and even the shadows looked friendly. "I can do this," Milo whispered to himself, feeling the courage grow. Walking through his front door, Milo knew something magical had changed inside him. The Forest of Calm wasn't just a place in the woods, it was a peaceful space he could visit in his mind whenever worries appeared. All he needed was to close his eyes, take a deep breath, and remember Terra's gentle wisdom. Tonight, as he drifted off to sleep, Milo smiled, knowing peace was always just a breath away.